right there.
Get your right leg in first. Use the roll cage to support yourself and climbing in. And avoid touching any edits.
Alright mate, how's it going?
Pretty tight.
If you try and slide this leg flat as you can to get it under the steering wheel.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, try and get it as flat as you can. And then lift your bum up onto the edge of this a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you give yourself a bit more room to get in. There we
done.
go.
There we go.
Cool.
What we want to do, try and hunk yourself down as much as possible. So you might want to go down
You
further.
kind of lie down like you're in a bath almost.
Yeah.
Sort of really slouch in the seat a little bit.
How do you adjust it?
There's a lever down there, but it doesn't go back much further than that. It's designed for little tiny Italians, mate, unfortunately. How's that feel, alright?
Yeah, not bad.
Pass me that. On a minute.
There's not a whole lot of headroom.
Not really, no. Maybe
Cool.
like this.
There you go. Good to go.
Okay, no worries. Cool. First things first then, mate, if you want to put your foot on the brake for me, okay, just give the paddle a little pull up towards you, that's your up gears there. Okay, so that brings you into first gear to move away really, really gently on the throttle, okay? But for now, you just pull both back towards you,
This one?
both pedals even, that's it, that's into neutral there. And let go there, that's fine. So the car's back in neutral there. We're going to go out and we're going to get up into third gear nice and early. Once we're in third gear, we focus on basically driving the car, getting the lines right and everything like that. When we come back into the pits, you just bring the car in nice and easy, the car will change down for you, then on the brake and then 2 pedals towards you to bring it into neutral.
Right, okay.
Around the bottom corner, it's really important that we try and stay as tight to the bottom apex as we can. Okay. The reason for that is there's a big dip there and you can see some white paint on the floor. Okay. That's where the Ferrari bottoms out, yeah? So you try and stay nice and tight to that apex to miss that because of how low slung the car is. Okay. And it's just about being as smooth as you can. If you imagine when you're coming out of this corner, you are carrying quite a lot of speed down towards this hairpin. We really need to come straight off the throttle and straight to the brakes. Okay?
Yeah,
and really get that speed washed off when you turn in. When you come back to the throttle, try and avoid coming back to it too hard because quite a lot of people at the moment today have been coming back to the throttle and getting quite firmly on it. Yeah, the throttle's really sensitive. So as you're coming into this corner, literally from the braking point, you should literally be covering the throttle just enough to keep the momentum in the car. As you come to the apex, start to feed on a little bit more. As soon as you can see down the straight, then's your full power. Okay, cool. And as we pull out here, obviously you can't see too well, so I'm going to be your eyes as we come out into the pit. Okay. So if you want to select first gear then, okay, and really nice and smoothly on that power, really, really gently to bring her forward. And I'll look over my shoulder as we go. Just really, really gentle on that power. That's it. See how sensitive that can be. That's it. Okay, we're good to go. That's it. So a little bit of power up for a second. Okay, build that speed up again. That's good. So staying in third gear now. So come off the throttle. That's it. Straight down towards the cone. And turning in. So nice and tight towards the apex. It's good. Try not to jump on and off that throttle already. Nice and tight. See the bump there, yeah? Yeah, coming around nice and smooth to the apex. Okay, straight down towards the grass. It's where you're braking towards the grass and then turning in. Turning in, it's good. Nice and smooth. Wide in and tight out for these. Come a bit wider and then tight on the way out. Not quite so much. You do it all by holding the steering wheel. You don't need to shuffle it. Just, you know, it's all you need. It's good. Feeding in the power, then full power. Coming out nice and wide. Power to the brakes. Off the brake, turning it in. Easy on that power. Coming out nice hold on the power, let it coast in. Start to feed in a little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Then more, then more, then full. Better. Braking, off the brake. Turning in too early, turn in a bit later.
Okay.
Nice and tight to the apex. Feeding in the power a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. Good. Braking there. Turning in, it's good. Good. So nice and wide on this one, don't turn in too early. There we go, now look for the apex. A little bit late. Got the speed, coming over left, early doors. To the brakes. Braking, 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 then turning in. Easy on the power. Too early. Speed up. That's it. Try not to jump up and down that throttle. Really hold it. Bring that leg over, wedge the heel to the floor, and then hold the foot as hard as you can. Don't let it bounce up and down. Foot over. Carry that speed, good, it's good. And on the power, lifting there, then braking. Off the brake, turning it in. I'm jumping on that power again. Then the power. Still hear it, I can hear it, but it's off. Too much. Feeding it in. Nice and smooth to the apex. Hold that foot as firmly as you can. Keep that speed up. Keep that speed up. Feeding a bit more, bit more, bit more. Going round. That's it. Turning it in. Really need to be a little bit more sensitive with that throttle foot.
Okay.
That's good. Turn it in. That's better. Starting to feed in a little bit, then full power. Then braking, off the brakes, turning in too early still. Coming in nice and tight to the apex. Tighter. Feeding the power. Feed it in, feed it in, feed it in. Look at that. Then braking. See how little steering you need. Once you've got the line right, that's it. Okay, we're coming a little bit fast there and miss the line. That's good. Then the power again. Same again on this one. Off the power, braking, braking, braking. Off the brake, turn it in. Ease it in, ease it in, ease it in, ease it in. Full power. Off the power, braking. Off the brakes, turning it in. Smoothly on that throttle. Hold that steering, feeding the power. Feed it in. There we go. Then braking. Back into the pit lane on this one.
Okay.
So power up to the board, slow it right down, just easy into the pit lane. Into the pits. Just bring it round to the right side for me.
Ah, that was cool, man.
Bring it to a stop there then. 2 pedals towards you. Neutral, lovely. Go,
nice.
man. You see how you could come in a lot slower but smoother and then get on that power earlier on the way out. It's much better. It's good.
Excellent, thanks a lot,
man. My pleasure.
And this one.
Just twist it that way. There we go. Done it.
Oh, good. Alright.
You all the way back on your runners?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Oh, made it.
Good technique.
Cheers, thanks a lot, man.